early evening, and welcome to Dark Side Scale Modelling. Before we begin, I want to say a massive thank you to everyone who has subscribed to the channel. We made it to 100 on, I think it was Friday. Some of that has come from Mikey's channel with Be the Veteran Creates, and I know that the people who have made it from 94 to 100, or 101 now, they have come from an article done by Airfix. So this month is International Women's Month, and I think it was Christmas Eve. I received a message from Malcolm, Mr. Childs from Models for Heroes, asking if I would like to be featured in the Airfix blog, basically. So that went live on, I think it was the 18th on the morning. My mic's a bit low. Hang on. Let's have a look. How do I? 2 seconds. How's that? Is that any better? So yeah, there are 4 people in at the moment. I'll go through chat and then I will show you what is on my bench. There we go. So Dita was in at 1 minute to 11 this morning, saying, "Have a lovely Sunday afternoon, everyone." And to you too, Dita. I'm only going to be live for an hour tonight instead of the normal 2. Like I say, I've got people visiting this afternoon, so I'd like to be off here and have my models and stuff packed up, and just have everything cleared away, ready. Penny's in. She says afternoon. Good afternoon, Penny. The StreamYard link is there for anyone who would like to join me. You don't have to have your camera on. It's not a worry at all. Let me just change that to live chat. Sonic's in. He says hi. Hello. Are you jumping up? Or are you getting ready soon? Because I know you're going out to see your kids. Matthew's in. He says hi, Tiff. Hi, Matthew. Sonic says, hey, guys. Your mic's sounding a bit low. And compared to the countdown tune anyway, turn my volume back up. Sounds good now. Yeah, I need to change the volume on that. I'll have to edit it at some point. So, down to my bench. I completely forgot I had this kit. So I have on my bench the Revell HMS Victory. I completely forgot it was in my cupboard and I'd started it. So that's what I'll be doing. I've already got 1/2 of the hull done. I'm just on painting the deck and the second half. I've painted the bottom bit of it in a lovely bronze colour. And now I'll be doing the deck and the top half so I can attach those together and make it look like that. Sonic says, wow, don't remember seeing that one, to be honest. It was hidden away in the cupboard. I started it, I actually think last year. I just couldn't. I put it away because I was focusing on other builds, like the buddy build that we were doing with the budget modeler, and a couple of other like personal builds. So yeah, that is my job for today. Let's pop that one out. And then I can get these 2 halves stuck together. So what's everyone else up to today? Or has been up to today? Oh, let's put some music on in the background as well. The style, is it that one? No. Let me know how that music is for you folks. Don't be afraid to jump up as well. Like I say, don't need to have your camera on as long as we can hear you. We try and copy this with the opposite way. I can get these lines straight. I would use my Tamiya tape, but it'd be a little bit too thick, I think. I've only got the one side of it. Go for it painting, is it? He says hello. Hello and welcome. I do hope you enjoy the stream. Don't forget to give it that thumbs up, folks. It really does help me. And if you're new here, of course, don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy what we do. This is always a very chilled stream. It looks like I want to paint some more of the yellow. I have missed a bit. Never mind. At least I know which yellow it is. So the black I'm using is the Vallejo game colour black. The yellow I used is actually where is it? There it is. Yeah, so the yellow I used is the Avalon Sunset from Citadel. And it turns out to be a beautiful yellow colour. It's not the yellow it's supposed to be, but it's a great substitute. So, Go for a Painting says, greetings from Hungary. Wow. I do recognise your name. I think I've seen you in some of the... Is it the Models for Heroes or the Gary Stuff streams? Yeah, it's one of the two. Sonic says, hey, Go for it Painting. And Go for it says, hi to DJ, to Sonic. Ooh. But Sonic says he's going to make a quick cuppa and they'll jump on. No problem. It'd be nice to have a guest. Is the background music okay for everyone? It's not too loud, is it? I know the countdown music was rather loud. I need to change that. I'll have to go and edit it. It was just a countdown I found on YouTube that was copyright free. Same with music in the background, which was from YouTube Studios actually. They have like a little section that is specifically for streams that is copyright free. Or at least you can use it to find copyright free music. Sonic says pest, you mean lol. Music's fine. You're not a pest. Much. For those that don't know, me and Sonic are very good friends. We've been friends for a long time now. Almost as long as me and Beta Veteran Creates. Graham saying he says, good afternoon all. Good afternoon, Graham, and congratulations again on becoming a granddad once again. I'm very surprised you're here. I'm not busy phoning over the new little one, who is rather adorable. He says thanks, David. No worries. Just turn that around so I can see the paint a bit. I apologise for being quiet. I can go very quiet when I'm trying to concentrate. Being up here alone, it's very strange, especially when you're used to streaming with other people or just even being in the background of a stream. If anyone has any kind of questions or anything they'd like to talk about, just put a message in the chat and I will pop it up on screen and answer any questions you have to the best of my ability. I also want to start doing proper content with proper YouTube videos, so if you guys have any suggestions as to what kind of content you'd like to see, bearing in mind that if I do sort of like kit reviews and like build reviews and stuff like that, it's going to take me a while to actually build and paint the model, because I like to do it as perfect as I can. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist that way, but yeah, if there's anything you guys would like to see from me personally on the channel, please do let me know. So Graham was saying he missed the beginning of the stream. What ship am I building? So this is, I move the sprues, the Revel HMS Victory in 450th scale. It does seem like quite a simple ship to build. There's no rigging or anything. It all comes as plastic. As I was going through the sprues when I first opened, I didn't really notice any, well, or at least much flash. There's a little bit on one or two of the pieces, but nothing that can't be cleaned up. And there's a little bit of a misprint here, but I'm not too fussed about that because I can make it look like the rigging is snapped. The line snapped. So yeah, it's plastic. Sails as well. So trying to make those look like fabric will possibly be a little bit difficult, but something that I am looking forward to learning how to do. And same with this sprues. I had no issue with this one. I did seal them all back up in the bag just to protect it, give them that extra bit of protection, because some of these parts are very, very, very thin. And I can see that. Yeah, some of the parts are quite small. Let me see a little bit of flash, but nothing that can't be scraped away. Let's see, that just falls off. Again, a little bit at the bottom now. But so far, it's been a very enjoyable ship to build. That's what I like doing. I like my ships and my vehicles. I am also working on the Bugatti Chiron starter set from FX. That's been a lovely build so far. Where is it? There it is. So the box does say red but I want it to be a little bit different. And I went for this beautiful electric blue colour by Vallejo. And then the outside, instead of being the red, I will be doing it in X13 by Tamiya, because that is a beautiful metallic blue colour. Sonic, I see you in the background, but there's no camera working. There it is. Oop. It went back off. I'll add you to the stage anyway. Can you hear me? Can we hear you? Can't hear you. Cannot hear you. This will be his settings because he was trying to do a mix before he jumped up here. So just bear with him 2 minutes. Go for a pit and says, "Hi, Graham."
One, two.
Now we can hear you.
There we go.
You're a bit quiet.
Oh.
We'll just turn this music down.
How's that?
Bit. That's better.
There we go. Sorted. Oh, this PC is a joke. Oh.
Has it been slow again?
I think it's just like changed all the different sets for some reason when it done an update. So.
Okay.
I was trying to do a mix earlier on, and I got some kind of. I got a decent bit into the mix. It's gone quite well. And then for some reason, OBS, I got a message window box popping up saying something to do with like space, not enough space or something. So it just stopped the recording. So I had to figure that out. And I decided just to put the recording destination or whatever into the external hard drive. So I've definitely got the space.
Oh, good.
So I'll need to try and figure that out, sort that out at some point later on. So I'll bring it back anyway. So funny games.
Yeah.
So how are you getting on?
Not too bad. It's small lines.
I say that must have been proper buried in that wee cupboard.
It wasn't in the bottom cupboard. It was in the big one that's above it.
Ah.
With the sets that I've already that I've started. Like I said, I started this a while ago. I put it in the cupboard like away so the cat didn't get it and completely forgot about it.
It's better safe and forgotten about than lying out and getting wrecked.
Yeah. That's the thing, she doesn't chew, she just likes to play.
I need to try and get some kind of storage or some kind of like unit or something. Just so as I'm not having to like constantly lift off and then put back that thing that I bought to put my mat and stuff like that on it.
Yeah.
And I have to take it off again to use my mixer and back and forward. Maybe one of the old school writing bureau things. The thing just flops down. Like you just have the camera on that and just build on that. And then when I'm not using it, put it back up. So my cat doesn't get to that.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, all of your model stuff is down here.
Pretty much, aye. Oh, other than like my brushes and stuff.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all I've got there is my brushes. Well,
It's because you left the Chiron, the duck, and you've got your Harrier here. The big boy is here still. And the Delta is here as well.
the only one I've got is the one that was built and finished a while ago.
Oh, the Sherman tank. Yeah, because the Tiger tank is still here. It's got a little bit left on it to be finished.
Oh, wrong one. Ah, what am I doing? That one. That's activated my banner again. What the hell? There we go.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a Tiger that's still here. Graham says, hi, go for a painting. And he also says, I have the Airfix Victory, Mary Rose, and Cutty Sark in my stash to build. I bought when they were doing the kits at Lidl. Which one was it? It was one of the big Revel ones, Revel ships.
Lidl.
The Mayflower. Yeah. Remember when all the Lidl kit with all the Airfix kits and that were Lidl? That's where you got
I remember all the. I remember all
did.
like the wee boxes, like the wee starter kits.
Yeah. So they did a couple of big Revel kits. They did a Titanic, a
That's right. I
Mayflower.
remember.
Yeah. So I picked up the Mayflower. So I've got that in my stash. But I know there are a couple of people who have that kit as well. So maybe one day there'll be like a buddy build, which is why I haven't started it. Go for a paint says, don't forget to hit the like button.
Or as Mikey says, the Lubin's group.
Yes. And Graham says, I also got the Mayflower from Lidl. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the next batch of models that go there. I know that the Airfix ones are actually specifically made for Lidl. They're printed for them. That's one of the reasons that they don't have the flying hours on them.
Yeah. I'm sure it's not just Lidl you can pick them up for though. I'm sure there's the other places you can buy them.
So it's normally around like November-ish time that Lidl have Airfix kits out. I'm sure it's around about that time. But we never know. You never know. They might do like a little summer sale as well. But you can get Airfix kits and Revel kits and that from a lot of different places.
I need to try and mind and get that other wee one finished with the paint and stuff like that. And this time, hopefully at some point, get that Harrier started.
Yes, because that was
the main. Right.
Which has already started and is nearly finished. Although I will not be finished in time for that group build, because I need to get some masks to do the camo and the pattern on it.
Yeah, I meant to ask you a few times I've been done. You're like, oh, we'll get that, we'll sit down, we'll do that, we'll build that, put that together, and that. Still not get around to it yet.
That's because someone prefers to be out and about than sitting building models.
If it's a nice day, you know what I mean? We don't want to be stuck in the house when it's a nice day. Go for a wee drive somewhere, go to the shops, have a look a bit, you know, it's nice. I see the
and
point.
that is why they never get built. Ian Allison is in. He says, hiya, that little event was over 6 months ago. I started the Porsche. Yeah, I got the Aston Martin done. That is painted. And like I say, I started the Bugatti Chiron. I'll just grab the DB5. 2 minutes. But I decided to paint my DB5 red instead of like the greyish blue of the paint that came with it, and I absolutely love it.
That is nice though. That's finished.
Yes, it's finished.
All right. Cool. I thought you were still working on that.
No. That is it. That is the finished product. Yeah. It's like a nice like tan kind of colour on the inside. The seats.
I can just envision that for some reason, having some nice Italian kind of colours, like Go Faster stripe in it.
Yeah. Of course you would. You like your Go Faster stripes.
Yeah. Makes you go fast.
But other than that, obviously if you've been looking at the channel, I've also been painting and building the Dodge Charger from Fast and Furious. I forgot what it was there. So yeah, that is the finished product.
Oh, did you glue that wheel on that kept on?
No, not yet. Not yet. Which is why I'm holding it like this with my finger over the wheel.
It keeps putting me in mind of that. I think it's a Kenny Rogers song. You picked a fine time to leave me, loose wheel.
So you can actually see the engine on that one as well. So yeah, this by far was my favourite build out of everything I've done. Other than the lifeboat, I really did enjoy that, but this has to be my favourite. Yeah, let's put this back. Graham says hello Ian. Ian says hey Graham, and Ian also says that charger is nice. What's the scale? That is 1/24 a Revel kit. I got it from Hobbycraft whilst they were doing the sale. They were having like a 3 for 2. And my mum kindly paid for them for Christmas. So that was a Christmas present, that one.
I'm sure it's Dom's charger, isn't it? Fast and Furious.
Yes. The
I think
70s.
you've got the Toretto plates put on that as well.
I do. The Toretto plates are on it, yes.
I need to show them off. That's nice.
Yeah, so there was that. There was the Dodge Charger, the Victory, I believe, and the Rebel Huey Bell chopper that I got. And of course, the Rebel, the Huey was the one that I got for free because it was only supposed to be a tenner anyway. Dom's in. He says hi Tiff and hi Sonic.
Hey Dom.
Good afternoon, Dominique. And Ian says, really makes that Aston look like a noddy car.
Just need to add some yellow on it.
It wasn't intended that way.
So paint some bits of yellow. You go over the red.
Yeah.
Noddy.
No. Stay in the red. I need to get some gloss varnish because obviously it's quite matte at the moment because I haven't varnished it yet. So yeah, like I was saying before, I need an idea for content for my channel because I can do kit reviews, but you see a lot of those around, and a lot of people are doing kind of the same kits. I know I do a lot of vehicles, but you do see a lot of vehicle kits out there. So I want something a little different to do for my channel.
I'm trying to think now. I know it's dangerous.
Ian says, no, don't paint yellow on the Aston.
Yellow go faster stripes. Maybe.
Yellow is a difficult one to paint. I mean, this yellow isn't too bad, but it had an undercoat of a different colour underneath it. George is in. He says, hey Sonic, and hey all.
Hey George.
Good afternoon, George.
What is it? That, you say hello to me and then you say hello to all, but you're not saying hello to Tiff, and it's her channel. That's shocking, by the way. Oh.
I'm included in the all.
True. Starter sets, an idea. It squeaks off this seat, isn't it, getting picked up on this mic? It's irritating.
Yeah, not all the time, not all the squeaks, but it is a little bit. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Ian says, do the starter sets, quick build and film time, get a bunch of vids on your list. I could do. Don't have any starter kits currently, I think. Yeah, I don't have any starter kits at the moment, but they're pretty cheap. So I could get a couple and just like slowly, maybe like, even if I start off with, say, one video a week or one every 2 weeks, just get a little bit of content out there. George says, oof, sorry. Haha. Hi, Tiff. Hello, George.
I'm reminding you up.
I didn't mind. It's just Sonic very picky.
Nah, just me being me. So I wonder if there's a site now you can get models for heroes. They've got their own like decals and stuff.
Yeah, so they're actually on the Models for Heroes website. They actually have their own little bit of merch.
So there must be some way you're getting like your own custom decals and stuff made up, whatever ones you're wanting. So you can actually build the model kits, but like have your own personal decals and put some name on it. Add your own personal touch to it.
I don't know. There are ways you can make decals, but I think you need like certain inks and certain paper and stuff like that.
I need to find out where they got theirs done.
It'll be a proper professional company or something that'll do them.
What would cost a few bob?
Maybe, but at the end of the day, they're a charity, so whatever they make goes back into,
No.
you know, or whatever they spend on, and it is charity funds to raise more money. I do have some Models for Heroes decals in my basket, so I can do the Hobnob build for Telford this year. Yeah, I said I was only going to do an hour, and that ends in 15 minutes. I might end up just doing the two.
I might as well.
It's gone quite quickly, that hour. Quicker than I thought it would. So, Sonic, other than trying to focus on your mix, what else have you been doing today?
Absolutely nothing. Try to sort out the PC and get like the storage thing sorted out. The recording and stuff like that. Try to sort out the OBS. Computer, my PC's gonna go slow again. So I'm going to need to try and somehow figure out how to where I save stuff instead of just getting saved automatically onto the desktop or whatever. Just get it onto the hard drive. Try and free up space.
Yeah. To be fair though, I do remember when you needed to go in and have it fixed, that the guy was very surprised it was still running.
It's an Og machine. It's a big beast.
That it is.
It's got to be like that by that kind of height.
It's got to be at least almost a meter tall.
Aye.
And this is just how
ladies. It'll get the dimensions. Right, how tall is this thing? Just under 60 centimetres tall.
So just over half a meter tall.
Yep. And the same again on the depth there. Same at 2 foot. And then the width is what was that, 24, maybe 25 at a push centimetres. That has got its own separate like big water cooler thing.
Yeah. George is saying you can print them if you have the right kind of printer.
So you need some kind of like specialist paper and stuff like that, don't we?
Possibly. Dom is saying I'm going to eat until the next stream. Have a nice evening, everyone. Good evening, Dominique. Enjoy your food.
Right, cheers, Dom. Bon appetit.
Ian says he also has to go. He's going for a walk on the beach.
Cheers, Ian. Catch you later, buddy.
Catch you tomorrow on Mikey's stream.
Yeah. I should hopefully make that.
Yeah. Graham is saying bye, Ian, and so long, Dom. Yeah, so Ian mentioned the starter sets. Now, there are a few different companies that do starter sets. A few different ones. There's Airfix. I know Revel do a few. I believe Tamiya do some. And a couple of other companies have just started doing what they class as starter sets. So I will have to do quite a bit of research, but if there's any kind of kits that anyone would like to see, leave them in the chat, or when the stream is ended, leave them in the comments, and then I can write them down. Just make a note of which ones people would like to see. Bearing in mind, I'm not a big fan of planes. It's more like boats and vehicles. I don't mind the odd tank. So Ian's waving goodbye. George says later, guys. Darren's in. He says hello, everyone. Welcome, Darren.
Hey, Darren.
And George is asking what I was wanting to do with the kits. So a little bit ago, I was asking for suggestions on, because I don't want my content to just be live streams. I want to do proper videos. So I was asking for ideas on what to do for actual YouTube videos, and Ian suggested doing starter sets. So obviously the idea is to film and build and film from start to finish, obviously edit it all up and put it as a video. I'm going to move that along a little bit because that camera's on me.
So whatever planes you want to see Tiff build and struggle with, just let her know.
Yeah. So like I said, there are a couple of different companies that do starter sets. It's just what you guys would like to see. I like to focus on what the viewers want rather than, but it's partly what I want, which is why I'm saying like not so many planes, more like vehicles, ships, the odd tank or two. Darren says hi, Tip and Sonic.
See, if I was a bit better at building kits and stuff like that, instead of being a complete amateur, I'd be tempted to get like a decent size Sea King. Build one of them. There's some nice helis. Oh, and the AH-64D Longbow Apache.
Yes, I know.
That was one we seen. That was all one we seen in the shop. The point was the AH-64's E Apache.
Yes. The E is just, it's got a couple of slight upgrades to it, like the radar and stuff is a bit stronger, I think. It's got a couple of different weapons. I'm not 100% sure. I just remember something like that.
So I wonder if they'll have like slightly bigger like stub wings on them then, so you can add extra stuff on, as well as like the Hydras and the Hellfires and stuff like that. That'd be cool.
You'd have to have a look. You'd have to look it up because I'm not 100% sure. Right, so I need a bit of a bigger brush. I will have to change my paint more at some point.
I'd love to get one like a Sea King, big enough to have like the detail the same as the Wessex that I seen earlier on that were shown on Models for Heroes live stream. The detail that thing's amazing. You see the guy the pilot sat in the cockpit, and then just below at the side door, you see the guy sitting there as well. Oh, that was cool.
So obviously not a lot of kits come with figures. So I don't know whether that one does or not.
I'm sure you can get like the right scale, the right size. The figures.
Oh yeah, you can buy figures easy enough.
Yeah, if I was to do that, I think I'll leave the painting to you though.
See, that's something else I could do. Like, I'm not the greatest figure painter, but there are like Warhammer kits, and well, I do have some Warhammer in stock, like in my studio, that I could paint. They're all built. They just need priming and.
Yeah, of course. Another idea for your channel then. Anytime you want to go live, just get some of your Warhammer stuff and just sit and paint some of them. Means you're putting videos and getting content out there.
See, I want to do proper videos. Not just live streams. George says hi, Darren. Darren says hey, George. George is saying, I'm not sure what you'd want. Airfix do the car starter sets and vintage classic stuff. For larger cars, Tamiya do some good ones. Yeah, I've built the Tamiya Ducati. That was a really fun build. I really did enjoy that one. So more stuff like that. I've never, like, I've tried building planes. I just wasn't a big fan of them. I mean, I am doing the Harrier for the group build, but yeah, planes just aren't my niche, like my cup of tea, as you would say. He's saying, "Oh, do a single larger kit of something you like, but spread it out over a few videos over a few weeks or months." It's a good idea. I do have some larger kits.
Even with stuff like that, like the cars and stuff, if you want to do them, you can do add your own unique touches to them. Get a bit of white paint and some real classic ones, like racing ones. You can maybe paint some like white wall tires or something.
Yeah, I mean, the couple of cars that I've got the Pontiac. Is it the Firebird from Smokey and the Bandit?
Or Pontiac Trans Am. Firebird, I think.
Yeah. I've got the Jaguar E-Type, which is going to become the Jaguar from the Austin Powers film.
With a big Union Jack on it. Look forward to seeing that.
Yeah. And then I've got a Volkswagen Beetle, which is going to be turned into the Models for Heroes version of Herbie, basically. And those are part of my Telford build. So I can do a couple of videos like building them and showing the process for that, I suppose.
So what one was it again that you were going to make the hobnobs one?
Those three.
The three of them hobnobs?
Yeah, so what I was going to do is build the three of them, and then build like a little winner's podium.
Right.
And have it so the Models for Heroes one is one. And behind would be like a big sort of like notice board with like winner so-and-so, proudly sponsored by Hobnobs. And then there'd be like a Hobnob logo behind. So the race is sponsored by Hobnobs. Because most people are putting painting it like a hobnob or something. I just wanted to do something a little simpler for me, because I haven't done a diorama before, so it'd be my first one. I'll get to the comments in a second. Unfortunately, I can only have one admin on StreamYard, and that is Mikey.
He's busy today then.
If I remember rightly from the Discord, Kaylee said that he was out having a meal with some friends or something. Graham says, good evening, Darren. Darren says, hi, Graham. George says, yeah, with the Warhammer, choosing and doing your own colour scheme could be a video by itself. It could be. I mean, I've got plenty of colours. And I've actually got some colour shift paints that I could do the weapons in as well. So It's supposed to be airbrushed on, but you can't brush paint them if you do them in thin layers.
Because I know there's. Oh, sorry, on you go. Comments.
Darren was saying the models for Heroes Beetle would be cool to see. Yeah, hopefully it'll be built in time for Telford.
I know there's a lot of like military, like aircraft and tanks and vehicles and stuff like that. See, again, I've gone on the idea like customize it, making your own kind of thing. What about making your own kind of like camo design, with your own colours and stuff, and stick to that thing, but the whole thing, like the figures and like the vehicles and stuff like that, have it all the same kind of design, but your own custom design, camouflage colours and stuff.
Can do, but I also want to kind of keep things a bit simpler, just because I want to kind of represent, because obviously I haven't been doing scale modelling myself for very long. I want to keep things a lot simpler for people who are the same as me, who are either just starting in the hobby or haven't been in the hobby for very long.
Yeah.
And I also want to sort of push towards supporting women through the hobby, because I'm grateful. I'm very, very thankful that I had Mikey and John and both Garys to help me through this, because I wouldn't have known where to start. Yes, I was building and painting Warhammer, but that's completely different to doing this kind of scale modelling. So if I can, I'd love to get more women involved in this channel as well. Let's see if we could do if I could find people to do a buddy build, more women to do a buddy build with, or just women who are sort of interested in scale modelling but wouldn't know where to start. I can kind of have them up on panel, and we can all have, say, even the starter kit, and we can all just sort of talk through it and just build at our own pace. That would be really, really nice.
Because I know there's a few, a handful anyway. The woman on the side chat, like Mikey's streams and stuff.
Yeah, there's a few different, they mostly do other kinds of crafties, excuse me, like dot work and stuff like that. I haven't done dot work for a while. I've got a couple here. But I can only do it for so long because it ends up giving me a headache. Just focusing on those little tiny bits.
So maybe try and pick up one of the kind of magnifying glass and the light kits and stuff like that. Oh,
I want a new desk light anyway, because I'm just using this tiny little thing, basically like a reading light.
Oh, that reminds me of that wee thing that I seen in the place along the road, Mineshed. I'm sure it's just like a U-shaped stand thing. It just sits on your desk. It's got two. I think it's got 2 lights or something on it, at least.
Yeah.
I need to remember and try and go there at some point when I get a chance. Have a look, see if it's still there, and see what it is. See how much it is. Try and pick it up.
Yeah. George is saying Genesis Models, forgot her name, might be worth getting in touch with. Yeah, I mean, if you guys know of anyone, that'd be great. When I first started out, I did try and get in touch with some people, like some female modelers, and they didn't get back in touch with me. Probably just because I was just starting out and I was basically a no one. I still am, but it would be nice to have other people involved, like other women, because you don't see a lot of female modelers these days, and you never really have. I mean, I don't know if anyone's read the Airfix thing. You guys will know that I didn't have the best experience starting out with Warhammer either. You're going into the stores and like, I know I normally dress rather casually, but I do consider myself partially goth, which is why it's like kind of the dark side. And one of the days, I can't remember what it was. I think I needed some paints, or I wanted to speak to someone about like different paint schemes for one of the armies I had. And I walked into the shop, and it wasn't a very welcoming place for me. Which is why I kind of I went and got one of the Warhammer subscriptions, the Age of Sigmar ones, because I quite like my fantasy stuff. Like 40k is more like mech kind of stuff, I think. But with Age of Sigmar, like even the spells look awesome. So I went with that and just followed along with the painting guide, really. And then, like, obviously I was friends with Mikey for a while. I didn't actually know he had a YouTube channel, and then one day I was on YouTube and found it. And decided to get into this side of scale modelling through that. Now, it's nice when you have friends like that.
I just had a wee quick look on YouTube there, Genesis Models, but the only one that keeps appearing seems to be a guy who's got the channel, so I don't think it's the right one. I'm not able to find it.
I think George is in Mikey's Discord. If you are, would you be able to find a link and post it in there for me? Like for the channel?
Yeah, if I find it in there, I should be able to post it now. Post links in the chat.
Yeah.
I'll have a wee look on Discord then.
I think to work on like an outro for my channel, because obviously I want to, well, an intro and outro if I want to start doing proper videos.
Sure, Mike will be able to help you with that, because he's got a lot of awesome stuff that he does with with animations and what have you.
Yeah, well, it was actually Mikey that made my channel logo, which was really awesome of him.
Can you say that again?
He helped me with the logo. He actually helped me come up with the channel name. And he was the one that encouraged me to start my own channel. Well, one of the ones. Joe says, of course. Graham says it's spelled with a J. So I'm guessing her name would probably be Jen.
Genesis Designs, right. I'll have a look.
Yes, Joe says Genesis Designs. Right. And Darren says, try Kathy Millett. It's not one I've heard before.
Right, so G. Genesis Designs and Modelcraft. I noticed there's a few modelling for beginners kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Alright, cheers, Graham. Take it easy, buddy.
Yes, it's got to go, folks. Thanks for the stream tip. Catch you all later. Catch you later, Graham. See you hopefully tomorrow. On Mikey's stream at 12, I believe. 12 till 2. Darren says, "Oh, Jess at Scale Model Snail. She's American and she's into goth Halloween type things." Ooh.
I'll just post this link to double check this. I'm sure I've got the right one though.
Look. Very possible. Oh, excuse me. Did not mean to yawn. Yeah. I'll save that link and check it out a bit later. Have a look through some of the videos and stuff.
Go on, there. She's got 8.32 thousand subs.
Nice.
That's impressive. Like, I need to check the channel at some point then.
Especially if she does stuff like aimed at beginners, it'll definitely be helpful for you. Because you're a noob.
Yeah, maybe have a look at that channel later on the night. I'll give it a sub anyway, so should be easy to find.
Yeah, I did. George is saying, yeah, that's her.
Yeah, cheers, George. You ever thought about creating your own Discord channel?
No, because it's pretty much just the same people that are in Mikey's. And obviously all my work gets shared in there anyway.
So if you got your own your own Discord channel, your own Facebook page, stuff like that.
I've got my Facebook page.
With a Dark Side Scale Modelling one.
Yeah. Did you not know that?
I don't remember seeing one. I'll need to check.
Well, I sent you a link to follow it the other day.
I maybe I didn't see it, and I've probably just forgot.
I'll pop it in the chat. For those that have Facebook. I don't know whether that'll take you to it. You'll have to check.
Ah, well, I must have already seen it then. I can't ask them following it, so.
Yeah, I got a notification this morning that you'd started following it.
Ah, looks cool. I like that.
That's coming along nicely. Stripes are coming along. Probably have to go over these again at some point. Just because the black's a little bit see-through there, but it's fine. Let's go up. And Darren says he's struggling to think of anyone else at the moment. It's not a problem. Even just those two. It's a start, at least, which is greatly appreciated. I'll reach out, and if they're interested, that's awesome. If not, not a worry. I need some black paint, I think.
There's Americans into golf Halloween times stuff. Sounds right up your street, Tiff.
Yeah, it's one of the people that Darren recommended. And he says, I think you'd get on well with Jess if she's available.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Well, the worst thing you can do is get your hopes up.
Right.
The I said, if we reach out, if they're interested, they're interested. If not, it's fine. No, everyone's different. Well, apparently she does car stuff too.
So I'd imagine like companies like Airfix and all that, they'd be pretty big in the States as well.
Oh, yeah. More than likely.
You never know, just drop her a line. You know what I mean? Say to her about the whole Airfix stuff and
I don't want to...
your goals are, you know what I mean? Try to get her into like more females and stuff, into the whole... The amount of subs that she's got. You never know.
I know, but the one of the first things I don't want to do is just say, "Oh, look at this," and brag about something like that.
No, I don't mean like that sense. I mean like the whole thing of like getting more women involved, like female modelers and stuff like that. You know what I mean? With the amount of subs and stuff like that, she might be able to put that out there, and then I'm sure if she's got a bunch of, she must have a fair amount of like female followers as well. They're interested. Then they might then get even more into modelling and stuff like that. It'd be cool if you can get her like up on your panel on one of your streams and stuff like that, and like have like a wee kind of back and forth wee interview type thing. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Or rolling. You never know. Especially if you're promoting something like that. No, you don't ask, you don't get, you know?
No, I know.
And plus with the whole Models for Heroes and stuff, like for the vets kind of charity and stuff here, I don't know. They might have something like that in the States, I don't know.
Yeah, they have a version of it in the States, and I can't remember what it's called, because it was mentioned in the 48 and 48 on the American ones. Like right at the end of it. I can't remember what they called it. Brian says you should see if Mr. Marley knows of any in Australia too. I know there's Lady Sam. I know she comes on to Mikey's streams. I know she's in Australia. It's with time differences. Obviously, it's a bit difficult. Obviously, I know like Marley's pretty much up at that time anyway. But that's not to say that anyone else is. You know, I mean, some people might just do this as a hobby and you know, do their YouTube in their spare time.
Yeah, it's cool if you're able to combine the two though.
Yeah. I am actually rather amazed I've managed to get to 101 subscribers now.
Nice.
for not really putting much out there. Obviously, the last couple of months have been, the last couple of weeks have been rather difficult with stuff going on at home and not being in the kind of the right frame of mind to be doing content. It's very surprising I've managed to keep all of the subs. It went down a little bit and then it's gone back up, and I've actually lost one during the stream. It's gone down straight to a straight 100 now.
You tend to get that though. So I've noticed that a bunch of times, even on my channel, the subs tend to go up and down. But I think they tend to stay in the same kind of area, like ballpark. Yeah, I'm sure they'll go up eventually.
I mean, I know this isn't going to be everyone's cup of tea. Most of the time, like when I've been streaming, it's just been me on my own. And Darren says, it just shows what a great community we are. It's been nice having everyone's support. The fact that people haven't really minded that I've taken some time, that I took a bit of time off to focus on my personal life and that.
So at the end of the day, we've all got our own issues. We've all got our own personal stuff we need to be going on as well.
No, you've got issues. Everyone knows you've got issues.
Oh man, I've got more issues than a W.H. Smith one.
Darren said, Sonic, next year I need a 48-48 mix to listen to whilst building.
I just read that there, that's what I was laughing at. Any ideas? We kind of genre, decade, 80s, 90s, 90s. They're more likely have to be remixes, of course, so as I can mix them together. Something a bit upbeat.
I was going to say, I think it'd have to be upbeat just to keep everyone's mojo going.
Just to keep everybody awake. I mean, I totally like mojo.
Yeah, I mean, Darren and Mikey were asking about you doing another live stream at some point.
I hope so.
Making it like a regular thing. You don't not even just YouTube, just into the Discord. The Friday night seemed popular.
That seemed pretty decent.
Everyone's sort of winding down for the weekend.
Just if it was to make it regular though, it's try to figure out what day and what time and stuff like that. And I was try to find through all my content, see what music wise, see what stuff I've got, see what I can mix, and I think it's just more the aspect. It's just a bit of fear, stuffing up massively live on air. Because towards the end of that live mix, I did a wee bit, because that's only because I brought it in a bit too early.
To be fair, I don't think anyone watched.
Nice one. I've got plenty of other mixes on my channel as well, Darren. Just depends what you're into. I've done U2 mix, again, sort of remixes. I've done a Michael Jackson one a while ago. Done some 80s, because I like old school stuff. Yeah.
Good. I do like that Michael Jackson one.
I think it's one of my best ones, to be honest.
You're welcome.
For the idea.
Yeah. Yeah, it was my idea.
I'm going to need some more ideas then. It depends on what I can get holiday though, remix wise. If I can get like a bunch of decent remixes,
Yeah.
say like a certain artist, if I can get a bunch of decent enough remixes that are the same kind of tempo and I can put together, then I'll definitely have a bash at that. It's just trying to come up with new stuff, new content, you know, rock metal stuff. Oh, did that upload that one? I'm sure I did. It was pop. I'm sure I did the Hands Up Rocks or something like that, I think I called it.
Yeah, I think so.
If you like rock and metal, Dan, you might like that. If you like a bit of pop punk, it's all like a bouncy, kind of like dancey, kind of like remixes. I like rock metal songs. Trying Green Day, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Avril Lavigne. There's an Evanescence song in there. It's just all different kind of artists like that, but all remixes. I think the favourite tune in there's got, but I think it was the second tune that I brought in, the Metallica one. That was brilliant. So after hearing that remix, I had to get a bunch of different ones and just do a mix just because of that one song, just to get that in there.
I've popped your channel link in the chat. This is yeah, listening to that mix.
Hopefully I can get to my 300 mark or even over that. Hopefully. Lube and subscribe. Yeah, brilliant. I'll have a look anyway, see if hopefully I can get some other like remixes if I can get enough decent ones. Maybe try and do a second one, a follow up.
Yeah.
So just finding the content though. Just try to find the right remixes.
There'll be something out there.
There'll always be somebody like remixing different stuff that's not been done before. And honestly, I'd love to have like all the gear, like the software and stuff, or the hardware, and like mixing desks and stuff like that, to actually have like decent beats and be able to create my own kind of remixes and stuff. So if I want to hear that I'm not able to find, I can then do it myself.
Yeah, I mean the one you did create with, what was it, the PlayStation 2, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 game? The Ice Baby one, like 8 point something thousand views.
Aye, that's crazy. That's crazy. Well, I done that. I just made up a tune. It's pretty long, and I've just took the acapella, the Ice Baby, and just mixed that in with it. And then that's what kind of got me into like starting doing bootlegs and stuff. Just taking instrumentals, a one tune, or even just like a wee dancey tune that's not got any vocals to it, and then taking the acapella of different songs that's completely different and just putting them together, and it was some surprising results. It's turned out not bad. It sounded pretty cool. So that one you gave me the idea for was that Eye of the Tiger and Katy Perry Roar.
Yeah.
Just for the chorus. That turned out pretty decent. So just try to find like fresh stuff, content, and come up with new ideas and see what I can do with it. if it wasn't for my OBS, like storage issues or whatever it was, I would have had that done by now, recorded, and just in case I listen to it back, and if I liked it, just upload it and I'll save it. It's up there to listen to in the motor. So I need to try and do that again when I come back up.
Yeah.
"2000s rock emo."
Back to the college days.
Oh, is that kind of like aligned with like pop punk and the whole kind of, or was it new metal or something like that? Wow, there's a certain name for that. That's the kind of genre. Is it Limp Bizkit and all that kind of stuff? Like Nirvana and
Grunge.
grunge. I think.
Nirvana is like grunge, garage metal kind of stuff.
I'd love to be able to find a decent bunch of remixes of Linkin Park songs. Do a Linkin Park mix, a remix. So I think there was a Linkin Park song that I've put in the last mix, that pop punk one I done right enough. I think it was the one for the Transformers movie. Oh, what song's it? New Divide, I think it's called.
Yeah. I do like that song.
Linkin Park's good, like. Bowling for Soup. They were alright. Linkin Park, Blink-182.
Yeah, so it's all like the proper grungy type.
Bowling for Soup, Green Day, Sum 41, Offspring, obviously. A few other bands that maybe not a lot of people have heard of. They've come out with some good tunes. I think it was the Ataris. They've done a version of that Boys of Summer.
I have no idea.
Sure was a band. It was named after like a stealth plane, the SR-71. What song was it they done? I think it was called Right Now. I'm sure that was SR-71. It's a brilliant song, that.
I'm showing your age now.
I know what he means. I'm a DJ, it's kind of my job. I used to love doing that like stupid old joke where, say if I was like doing a party or something for somebody, I'm just playing tunes and somebody comes up and they would ask me, "Oh, do you know this song? It's blah blah blah." And I'm like, oh, I think so. And then I tell them the name of the group or the band or whoever it was, the artist that done it. So as soon as I mentioned that, and they're like, aye, that one. And I just go, nah, sorry, mate, never heard of them. And just keep playing, you know what I mean? They're stood there all confused and they're trying to explain it to me who they are. And I've just told them who the band or the artist was, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you got some right daft people out there.
Oh, aye. Met at times as well. I've had like, I think I've only had it once straight enough, particularly. They're so out their face on drink. They'll come up to the DJ booth and they're trying to order drinks. I'm like, mate, the bar's there. Oh man, honestly. Some people,
I'm sure it wouldn't be just drink, but you know.
oh, for that as well. Try to offer me stuff. I'm like, nah, mate, I don't touch it. You're alright, you're all good. Something else I've never got to this day. As it with some females, especially after a few drinks, they've just got some automatic attraction just because it's a DJ. The amount of them I've had try to fire into me and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I'm like, you gotta try to do my job, you know what I mean? Constantly up and down, try to fire into me, and then towards the end of the night, you turn around, you see a girl just grabbing some random guy and then just walking out the door, and I'm like, alright, he's getting lucky tonight. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I don't see the attraction.
Thanks. No, you know what I mean, though.
Yeah, I do. Can't say I've ever had that happen to me.
You ever DJ'd?
I mean, just in general.
Mm.
Then again, I've never been one for going out to a pub and drinking so much that I'll end up with a random guy.
Yeah, can't say I've ever done that. I mean, female, obviously. Don't get it twisted.
I know my limit when it comes to alcohol. And I don't partake in anything else.
Best way to be.
Darren says we love you, Sonic.
I love you too. Thank you.
Well, someone's got to love him.
Even my cat loves me for some strange reason.
Where is that little bugger anyway?
He's just sat there, curled up, staring at his food dispenser. So what time on? It's half 5.
Yeah,
He's got another half an hour yet. He's sat there staring at it.
oh, poor thing.
Oh, this is going to be. That's not that man, because that's one that. Maybe struggling with this camera, try to put it back, but just one minute. Cable.
Poor little ginger bugger. Yeah, he's literally just sat there staring at his food dispenser.
Come on, I'm hungry. Where are you? What you doing? Are you broke? Give me my food, or I'm gonna give a pussy fit.
Ah, he's too adorable though.
This is not me on his feet off for a change.
That's very true. He's just staring at his food instead.
Like he's literally having a staring competition with.
I think the food dispenser would win that one.
Yeah, I need to try to fix this cable again now.
There's a little bit there I missed.
What the hell? No, it's all screwed up.
Yeah, Willow's asleep behind me on the beanbag. She's been there pretty much all day.
Mm-hmm. I've got the camera attached to like a wee screw-on tripod with wee bendy legs.
Mm.
I keep came with one of my laser
Just-
light.
Bear with me because Mum's calling me.
No worries. I will go and make myself another brew. And if you're just tuning in, welcome to the channel where there's nothing happening for the next 5 minutes. Subscribe.
Oh, right. I apologise for that. It's just my mum ringing me. So, I've got the black done. I think it's about time to clip it off and glue this together. I'll wait until Sonic comes back to read that one out, Darren. Thank you. I've got a little bit to touch up, but that'd be easy to do after I've put this on and glued it together. Let it dry. See, this is one of the reasons why I like other people to be able to join, because obviously if something happens and if I take a phone call and someone else walks away, then there'll still be some people here to entertain, chat. There's only 3 of you in here at the moment, like. So I'm going to top up bits of paint where I'm clipping off anyway. So I'll have to clip that off there and there. And then on the inside, because the injection points are rather weird on this one. So Darren think, could you do a remix for the tune they use on the 48? Can't get the damn thing out of my head. He could. He'd probably have to ask for permission because it's probably copyright.
I'll just do what I done the last time. I used somebody else's vocals or whatever. I'll just do the remix or do something with it anyway if I can. Then ask for permission before I release it.
I mean, if you ask James or whoever, I think it would be James. He'd probably want to be involved in it, but I can't see why he'd say no.
Well, if I can find out what the tune is, what the name it is and stuff like that, and who does it, and
He'd probably be able to send you the music, to be fair.
that'd be cool. I'll just have a listen.
Because obviously he's going to have it himself anyway, because he needs to put it on the live streams. Darren Singh is keeping the chat alive. That you are. Literally.
Hopefully if he likes it enough, if I'm able to do like a remix it, hopefully if he likes it enough, he'll actually use my remix it.
Maybe because a lot of people had it stuck in their head over after the 48 and 48.
What if it'd be in the Discord or like is it on YouTube then?
Well, it'll be part of the live stream. You just listen to the live stream. One of them. Any one of them. They'll all be up there. I have to top up that bit of paint there, but never mind.
Right. Just type in 48-48. See what comes up.
Well, it won't be called 48-48. That's the website. It's the model is so if you look for the, what is it called again? Model Officer.
Model Officer.
Yeah, on YouTube. I'm sure he'd appreciate a new subscription.
Model Lucifer. Skiffy.
Yeah, Skiffins. Let's get rid of any paint on these bits to be glued.
Live. An hour ago. The 2025 review of the Bashman.
Yeah. So far, what they know of, 10.5 grand has been raised over that 48 period. The model for Heroes. And they still haven't finished calculating because it was like some of the auctions and stuff. But I reckon altogether they've probably made about 12 grand. Including the bits that haven't been put in the pot yet. Right. Where's my glue?
Oh, three whistle tune in it.
Eh?
Three whistle kind of tune.
Yeah.
It's quite catchy actually.
Yep. It got stuck in everyone's head.
See, just hearing that though, because it's catchy and it sticks in you, I'm tempted just to get the oh, is it Joe Pasquale? I know a song that will get on your nerves and just try and think with that in a little bit.
So Darren is saying they still got donations going in. It's amazing how well they did it. It really is.
Oh, yeah, so. I guess it'd be one of the kind of generic license free kind of ones, like for them to use.
I'm not 100% sure, which is why before you do anything, I'd message James
Aye.
and just find out.
Aye, well, I say not that do anything, but I would need to find it first anyway. And, I think I would struggle to be able to do anything with it though, to be honest.
Yeah, Darren's sitting there. It's a very catchy tune.
Is that?
Yeah, I think a lot of people were whistling it for days after the 48 finished.
I think because it's already got like a wee beat and all that behind it, it'll be hard to do anything with it. And if it's just like a wee tune with no beat or anything, then I could probably make a beat to go with or something, but I don't know, man. The only thing I could potentially do with it is just, I don't know, like a bootleg or something. Just get some original lyrics and just, like for a different song, and then just try and beat match that, just put it to that tune.
Tape's lost its too much stick. Darren says, work your magic, Sonic.
I might be good, but I'm not that good. I don't know. I'll need to try and get hold of the tune first, like the full tune, and then see what I can do. That'll probably involve just put some random lyrics to it or something. Or, I don't know. That one I was talking about, by the way, that I've done before, that actually took what it was that I took and actually like mixed it with something else. I fussed about that for a bit, and then the way it sounded, it was hilarious. But I never had the permission to do it. I just done it to see if I could do something with it. And then I asked him permission, and he was like, I don't know. And I said, because it's funny. I let him hear it first, asked him if I could get away with doing that. And he was like, because it was funny, he was like, I just go for it. So I ended up just uploading it. It's for another channel that we used to be part of.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure you'll know what I'm talking about too.
Yeah.
Aye, well, that tune, that one I was just on about, I've just found it. I've still got it. So I need to try and thing with it for like the video thing with. I think it said there's like a video file or something. So I need to try and somehow thing with that on an MP3 format or something, so it's just audio, so I can then send you if you want to hear it again.
No, I'm good. Right. That is like glued and taped together, ready to dry. Can't really do anything else on it right now.
Yeah, I take it it's just been painting all the details, not on the side it then.
Yeah, so I'd already done that side. Already done that one. So I've just done the top half of that. The bronze was already painted on it. So I've just done the top half, ready to attach to this one. So I've just attached those two bits together, ready to attach to that one once this bit's dry.
I thought it'd be a bigger model than that. Just be the sheer size of the box.
The box isn't that big. Smaller than my cutting mat.
Mm. No, 1/450 scale.
Yeah, it's the other one you're thinking about is the Revel one, the big one, the Mayflower.
Ah, right.
That's still in the cupboard. Believe it or not, step one, you're doing rigging. It includes all the strings and stuff.
That must be a bugger to try and do all the rigging and the masts and everything that size.
Yeah, I mean this one, it comes with plastic rigging. I mean, I can see where there's been some moulding issues because the screws have been burnt and snapped. And it's misformed down here.
I thought I'd be brave enough to attempt that.
Well, you can barely tell that it's missing, to be honest. And unlike the other one, this one sails are plastic. Ooh, we have gone over the 2 hours.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah,
I didn't even realise. Yep, so 2 hours and 3 minutes. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for everyone who's joined, whether you've just been watching in the background or you have actually engaged with the chat. It's always appreciated. Thank you, Sonic, for joining me.
You're
making sure I wasn't alone.
Yeah.
And I should be back same time on Sunday next week.
I've got to say thank you very much to all the chat. Darren.
Yeah. He has kind of kept it going.
Aye.
Which is much appreciated.
Yes.
Yeah, I know it's like a Sunday evening, so people will be sort of like winding down and chilling out and just want to spend time with their families before they go back to work.
Speaking of families, I need to get sorted soon. Start getting ready for going to see the kids in the next hour or so.
Yeah. So George is saying, catch you round up. Thanks for the stream. We shall see you tomorrow on the Being a Veteran Creates stream if you're going to be there.
On Mikey's.
I will more than likely be on panel again, as I always am on a Monday.
Oh, is it an open panel one?
I'm not too sure what's happening with the Mondays. It normally is open panel, but I think we're kind of going to do almost like a round table kind of thing, because obviously we tend to have like 6 of us anyway.
No.
Now that Mal has joined us on the Monday. So there's like me, Mikey, John, the 2 Garys, and Mal. Or John. I can't remember which one it is.
Yeah, well, hopefully I should be able to catch that anyway. I might be on the panel if it's an open one.
Yeah.
As for remember to bring my laptop this time.
Yes.
I forgot last time I was down.
Yeah. So Darren says take care all. take care of yourself, and we shall see you next time.
Cheers, guys.
Bye.